So I'm going to discuss topic number 1, which talked about what new idea or concept after the reading are you going to implement, or I think be a little bit more cautious about. Perhaps the one thing that kind of made me question whether or not I was following copyright all the way was in Dr. Holden's presentation when he was talking about like fair use and how a lot of teachers tend to think that they're exempt. Now, I like to err on the side of over-citing somebody or giving somebody more credit than ever under-citing, especially my papers for Liberty. Like, I hate paraphrasing. I'd rather direct quote. Even paraphrasing with documentation at the end, for some reason, I'm really apprehensive about that. In fact, my research professor's kind of kicking me in the butt about it because he says I need to paraphrase more and stop direct quoting. But it's just something that I just don't want to ever feel, or somebody ever accuse me of stealing their work or taking credit for something that's not mine. However, I will tell you that recently I might have been in a copy room where students were making the copies. They worked there, and a professor had asked for the entire chapter book to be copied, and the students were actually debating each other on whether it was ethical to tell the professor no because they were just a student, but they didn't feel that it was right. And so I told them, because I overheard them, that they needed to talk to whoever was in charge of them, you know, especially if they had issues with it, but that I agreed with them that they shouldn't be copying the whole book. But I thought that that was kind of interesting, that students kind of knew what they should and shouldn't be doing, and yet a professor was asking them to do something that wasn't ethically or legally right. And I get that from two places. One, in the presentation, Dr. Holden actually said if you copy more than one chapter, then you really need to question whether or not, you know, you need to purchase the whole book or not. And then also in the Simonson, yeah, on page 297, talking about fair use and what doesn't constitute fair use. So I just thought that was really interesting that that's something that I saw even at the collegiate level. And then I think the thing that hit me was worksheets, reproducible worksheets. Not that I do make copies. I have the right to make the copies because I have the publisher rights. Like, I have the teacher manual that that says that I can make copies of it. But I just never even thought about, you know, if it's a workbook for each student to do each year, that I can't make copies for the following year. Like, you need to repurchase that. Like I said, I've never come into contact with that, but I never even thought that that might be an issue. So kind of knew something for me. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.